Patriots didn't play good. Bills played good. What did you think?
That's a good question, Ian. Thank you so much for bringing that up. I haven't even, because normally I should have addressed that very early, but I got so jacked up about being in Dallas and so zeked out of my mind that you were there in studio doing your thing. So it was hard for me to kind of stay on track and really start chit-chatting about what I wanted to chit-chat about. But let me talk about last night. What was I doing? What was I thinking? I thought to myself, Bill Belichick. Bill Belichick figured it out. Mac Jones is at 380 yards in a loss. We thought he's playing his best football in a loss. And then the Buffalo Bills started last night. And we started watching Josh Allen do fucking absurd things on a football field yet again. And we maybe haven't seen him do that in a couple of weeks, so we forgot, didn't we? We forgot. Yeah. We all forgot. The elbow was a thing. Is he throwing it as hard? Is he missing some throws? He's going short on a couple. Then the next week they struggle. And it's like, we forgot. And we would like to inform Josh Allen that I do sincerely apologize from the tip of this here cap to the heel of these Lucchese's and every single part of my body in between. I'd like to let you know I am sorry that we forgot about you. I am sorry that we forgot about the type of player you are, the type of plays only you can make. This rollout jump pass thing that you showed 20 seconds ago that I'm just now seeing on this iPad, that thing was so absurd. And it felt like it was so easy looking. There had to be a penalty on the Bills. Nope. Penalty on the Patriots. They're not celebrating enough. It was bananas watching them last night. Stephon Diggs, it does appear as if he is, one of the guys who can say, I am him and say it with purpose. And then let's talk about the Patriots on the other side. That offensive line.
Man.
What? Yeah. They stink. Yeah, and they got bad. It's seemingly they have what? No offensive coaches on the roster, on the staff. Do they have an offensive line coach on the staff?
Yeah. Sorry, man. It's Matt Patricia.
So he's spending so much time drawing up plays with that you get it, Ticonderoga number 2 pencil, that he's forgot to teach the boys how to set their hips and move some bodies. I mean, people are thinking about Tom Brady going back there next year. That's being talked about. And it's obviously not real because why in the world would Tom go back there? That team is not the team that we think they are whenever we say Bill Belichick's there, whenever we say that they'll be able to figure it out, when we think that they'll be able to just make every game a game. Look what happened with the Bears. Look what happened with the Bills. These are primetime games. These are primetime games. The Patriots dynasty, seemingly.
Oh, no. Shoot.
Dead! I think it is. I honestly think it is. It is, that's crazy. I texted Connor last night. I said, you didn't stink. And I think that's just the way it is, Connor. I think it's the way it's going to be. And I don't love it because it's the end of something that was so fucking awesome. It was the end of something that our league had that no other professional leagues had. It was the end of witnessing greatness in real time. There will never be another dynasty in all professional sports that'll be able to match what the New England Patriots were able to do for 20 years. It's going to be impossible. With the opportunities that athletes are going to have outside of their sport to make money, I don't think it's going to keep athletes around long enough to build something that was built in New England the way it was built for the last 20-some years. That fucking run was unbelievable. Now, I was not only a fan of the run from at home, I was also a part of the run on a couple different occasions when we got run out of Foxborough or anywhere else that we potentially played them. You had nothing but respect for them. There's a lot of clauses and asterisks, about things that had happened over 20 years of dominance. And that's going to take place when nobody else can figure out how the fuck they were able to do what they were able to do, because everybody has to think, well, there's no way. This is like when Elon Musk created the Tesla. This Tesla car comes out of nowhere. It's faster, stronger, better for the environment, allegedly at the time. I'm just telling you what it was said at the time. Telling you what it was said at the time. It is quicker, faster, stronger, better for the world, and cheaper than your car is and any other car that was ever made before, somehow out of nowhere. Everybody would be like, this guy's an alien. I actually said that. All these humans have attempted to do this for however many years since the fucking Model T came. Nobody's been able to do it. Then this one guy comes in and is better than everybody ever. And he's never even been in it. It's like, that guy's an alien. Same thing with this Patriots team. Teams have been able to be good. Okay. And back in the day in the 70s and 80s when there was not as many teams and salary cap parity and everything like that. So there has been teams that have been on runs. But for 2 decades, with how the game was regulated and the parity perceived around the NFL, how any given Sunday and how many different lucky events it had to happen for it to all take place and health concerns to take place. It's like that'll never happen again, I don't think. And I know that you can add me to a long list of media folks here when I say this. But I am afraid that I have to admit at this point that Patriots dynasty is dead. And I don't like it. Not one bit. Here's a man that was on the call last night. Just walked over. Incredible suit game. Looking fantastic.
Herbie.
Hey.
Herbie, I just cut a promo. About the Patriots dynasty being dead.
Ooh.
Now, you're new to the NFL. You're going to have to talk to Bill Belichick a lot sooner than me, so you shouldn't say that.
Well,
but what did you see last night?
Saw an offensive line that has issues, and it's easy to point the finger right now at Mac Jones and the offensive coordinator. But until they get that right,
Offense coordinator, offensive line coach.
well, to me, the personnel.
Yeah, gotcha.
Those tackles, as a combo, they would have to rank near the bottom of the NFL. So,
what are your
and you know, the thing that really caught me, the booth in New England is really low. Like the fans are right there where you're calling the game. I just felt a sense of just acceptance of where they are.
That's where Connor's at right now. Connor, is that a normal thing? Kirk's saying that's pretty normal.
It really shocked me, Connor. I'm just so used to watching the Patriots. It's 20 years of excellence, and not just the NFL, but all professional sports, and to see their fan base just kind of like
this ain't it, boys.
We suck. I mean, whatever. Game's over. Like early, they were like that. So. But you look great.
You're doing great.
Your hat.
You're doing great.
No, you're doing great.
You're doing great in the NFL, isn't he? Hey.
crushing.
You're doing great in the NFL.
Keep it going, Herbie. Appointment TV, Herbie. Love you, Herbie.
What's that?
Who's got the best picks this week?
It's not going to be me, pal. Not going to be Connor either. He just lost Super Boost last night.
Yeah,
But Tone Diggs is probably the right guy.
Tone, give us some winners.
I'll send you Tone. I'll send Tone's picks to Herbie. No, you're not
Herbie.
bothering us ever. Kirk Herbstreit was on the show.
Hell yeah.
Baby,
Herbie.
great.
Thank you, Herbie.
Hey, Herbie.
That was my second guess.
Herbie.
Yeah, but
What's
that
that,
is
Ian?
like the vibe from New England. To Herbie's point, like getting that whole entire sense from the crowd, like because of the fact that when you mentioned the 20 years of the dynasty, like because of those 20 years, like it's not a fan base that wants to go to the playoffs. Like they want to go to the fucking Super Bowl, and it's not like anything where we're not sure if it's our year by week, 12, 13, whatever we just started yesterday. Like by now, in previous, 10 years ago when Brady was here, by now we'd know, like, okay, this is the team that's going to go. Like it's not like it's September where we start slow. Like this is the important football. We know by the start of December, like, yeah, we have a team that's going to go to the Super Bowl. And I feel like a lot of fans have, known that we don't have that for quite some time, and that the two teams in the division, the Dolphins and the Bills, are a team that can, because they are so good and because of how many weapons they have. And to your point, Pat, too, like when you look at those last 20 years, has there been this much talent? Like it feels like now in the NFL, just across the board, there's so many better quarterbacks, wide receivers, teams as a whole, versus when you look at, when the Patriots were doing that dynasty, it was Big Ben, it was the Ravens, and
Flacco, Big Ben,
Peyton, yeah, and that was kind of it. And even those teams, when it got to the playoffs, something would happen. Like you mentioned the luck. Like the Patriots are what? They're offsides against the Chiefs away from having 5 Super Bowls. Right. They're a throw against the Seahawks away from having 4 Super Bowls. And then they're what? The biggest melt in probably the history of the NFL from only having 3 Super Bowls. Like so many different things happened during that run that I think you can look back on now like, yeah, that just won't happen again because of how many, bounces went one way or the other. And then you look at the Chiefs now. Chiefs, after they won that first Super Bowl, this team's the next dynasty. They've been to an AFC championship every single year that Mahomes has been the starting quarterback, but they've only won one Super Bowl. Like, it's just so much more difficult. And when you look at Brady, that age group was kind of the team that kept it together, but also he was able to take pay cuts. The head coach was the GM. Like, there are all these other things.
Mahomes is on that program a little bit, though, because he has a contract that's very, like, that would be the only path that I could.
Hey, are they going to restructure that, Ian? Are they going to restructure that?
I think they will eventually, but I don't think it's going to be anything that's going to cripple the team because similar to Brady, it's important to Mahomes to keep things together. You had Travis Kelce do a contract that was, let's just say, very reasonable. Like, I don't know that it's going to be like the Patriots, but to me, that's the closest possibility we could get of like 4 or 5 Super Bowls over a 10-year period.
Yeah, and honestly, we might, 15 years from now, we might look back and it's like, the Bills won 4 out of 8.
Yeah.
And it's like, that is
another good example.
We never know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, we have no idea but we do know that what the fucking Patriots did, I guess we don't know. I feel like I do. That ain't ever happening again. I don't think in any sport. I don't think it's ever happening again. So I would like to say it was an honor to get that, feeling. After the 4th and 2, Melvin Bullitt makes the tackle in Indianapolis. What year was that, Connor?
I think that was 2007, right? Or was that?
No. It was after.
It was
when
I was there. It was 2009, I think.
Oh, so that was the Super Bowl year.
No.
The
No. It was
against the Saints.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah, so that was that year. I got a feeling, in that brief moment, and am I too young to remember it? Probably. Can I act like I remember it? Sure. For the sake of this story, I got to be there whenever we had a big win over the New England Patriots,